Today, I want to talk about good influences. Show me your friends, and I will know exactly how successful you are. I will know what type of personality you have, and you might be the best and brightest and the smartest and the coolest out of all of your friends, but you are the sum of the 5 people around you. You ever heard of that shit? And it's true. If you're going to surround yourself around a bunch of losers, around a bunch of people that are fucking dramatic and toxic, guess what? You probably are too. That doesn't mean that you have to be like that forever, right? I think it's important to understand your situation so you could do something about it. Unless you want to stay blind and you want to stay in that place and you're just like, you know what? I like being with people and gossiping and talking shit all fucking day. So fuck you, Joe. I'm going to keep staying a toxic bitch. Just kidding. Not saying that you are, but I'm hoping that the reason why you're on this program is because you know that there's something terribly wrong. You want to change that about yourself. You don't know what direction to take. And I think the most important thing is to figure out who your influences are, right? So I want you to go ahead and write down all the top good influences in your life. Who your role models are. People that you know in person, preferably. Like, do you have a father figure, a mother figure outside from your parents? Maybe your parents are cool as fuck. You can write them down. Anyone within your friends. They can be a peer, they can be someone that you mentor, someone that's younger than you. That's like winning characteristics that you feel are really positive and they put a good influence on you. Like, I like to pick and choose all these great traits that my friends have, you know? I look at Bart. Bart's a very disciplined man. No matter what. People can die in his family. People can get sick. It does not matter. He has his military way of always sticking to it. And that to me is like, that is fucking dope. And I have really good traits from all my different partners. You know, some are very caring. And I wish I can learn how to be as caring and empathetic as they are to all their friends and family, right? Or there are people who are really, really, really intelligent in specific topics that I'm like, damn, dude, I wish I could be a master like you are. And for me, I like to pick and choose all these different qualities of my friends and try to learn from them, because if someone is a master in your group of friends, you can probably ask them a thing or two and then learn from them, and you can give back and forth. And if you have a group of winning characteristics within your friends, chances are they're going to bleed onto you. You're going to absorb that shit. But the other goes the same way too. If you have a bunch of friends who are very negative and toxic, you're going to absorb that shit, even if you resist it. Even if you're the one that's always putting a sense of like, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't talk about so-and-so behind their back. Or hey guys, maybe we shouldn't always talk about drama when we hang out. Or whatever, right? You might be the voice of reason, but eventually you're going to break, because we're all sponges. And so it's really important. If you don't have a list where there's that many positive influences in your life, you got to figure out how the hell you can get out of there and find new friends, because it's really important to know, like, okay, I like hanging out with my friends, but what do? We just go drink and talk shit all day. And that's what a lot of people do. What do? They work 5 days a week. They work their fucking asses off. And on the weekend, they want to forget all their pain, so they fucking get drunk, right? And they binge sex, binge drug, whatever. And this all starts in college. You don't know how to socialize, so you just fucking drink a lot, binge drink, and that's how you show your party side and you're outgoing and you have liquid courage or whatever it is. And we all do this. That's the only way we know how to make friends. We don't know how to make deep emotional connections or make a quality friendship or have a group of people that helps you advance in life through skills and business or whatever it is, right? We just kind of use each other to go and, you know, kill our loneliness with. We don't necessarily like these people, or who knows. But in a lot of cases, I've heard this from many, many people. And it's a toxic environment. It's a really, really shit environment. You go around, you fucking, you know, talk a lot of shit behind each other's back when the other person's not there, this and that. It's really catty. It's really weird. And then you go home and you feel like shit. I don't like that environment. So be careful who you're around and write down all those positive influences, because you want to spend more time with those people. And usually those people have other people who are just like them and start hanging out with them. You're not tied to the people you went to high school with. You're not tied to them. People can change, people can grow. I want you to go surround yourself around people who are going to take you to that next level, and not in a way of an opportunity, right? You don't want to surround yourself around people that are just going to benefit you through your career or whatever. That's a user. I'm talking about people that show you genuine care and love and affection and awesomeness, right? Where you can give that back. And you want to be around that energy, because if you surround yourself around a low level of thinking, you end up getting sucked into that bullshit. I have friends who date maybe a toxic person, and then they get infected by that type of thinking. And then you lose them because they end up, they're blinded by love. They get so stuck into that world. And what ends up happening is, to please their lover, they want to think like them. They want to agree with them. They want to be with them. And then they only bond through negative shit. And sometimes you'll realize this. You'll go and hang out with them. You're talking. And what they do is, all they do is talk shit about people. And you're just like, damn, man, I love roasting people. But I like roasting people in front of their faces, not behind their backs. I feel bad. I feel nasty. You got to figure out, do I like hanging out with these people? And afterwards, do I feel good about myself? It's really about that. Because if you don't feel good about yourself after hanging out with them, maybe it's time you move on, and maybe it's time you call that relationship quit, or let them grow. Let them learn how to be positive on your own, because right now you need to build your armor, and you need to surround yourself around positive influences that are going to build you up in life and that are going to help you remind yourself to be positive too. So write that down. And hopefully you have more than 2 people in your life that's giving you a positive influence. And if you don't, then it's time you go out and search for them. It's time for you to build that up, expand your inner circle. And also, you can go out beyond your friends and family and look for role models out in the YouTube space, or just people that you can watch, celebrities, prominent figures in your industry, whatever it is.